Hello, my lovely angels. This is your girl Sim back with another episode of the Sim Squad. Hi. Now, I know I've been gone for a while. Things have been a little crazy around me. Lots of things happening. It's been a little chaotic, but I'm trying to keep myself composed. And I just needed to take some time off, You'll see this happening with me most of the time. After a couple of months, I might do this again. Hopefully, this time I've come back and I'll be there for some time. But you just have to put up with this craziness of my life that is Simin's life. So let me just start with the first thing because I've delayed this so much that I need to put this out right now. And this is a sponsored part. It is about this ring I've been wearing. It's called UltraHuman. I always told you guys I'll never promote anything that I don't believe in. I've always been wanting to get a health ring. I do have my Apple Watch, which has helped me with my steps, with basic information and everything, but I wanted something a little more in depth. For OG followers, you guys know that I suffer from some autoimmune issues. I suffer from my fibromyalgia and everything, and I also have severe anxiety, some amount of ADHD and a lot of other issues up here. So I need to keep my body a little active but not overly exert myself. I need to keep my heart rate to a certain level. I need proper good sleep. I need my stress levels to be managed, and this is the reason why I accepted this sponsorship. I'm not getting paid for this. They just sent it to me. I'm going to distribute 3 videos for this one because I want you guys to know exactly why I'm wearing it and what it did for me. So initially they sent me a sizing kit. That's the one. In this you have your size. And my size was 7. I wore it for 2-3 days because your body gets inflammation, especially a person like me who gets a lot of inflammation. I needed to wear it and see if it fits me properly and not becomes too tight, because it needs to fit properly and not be too tight or too loose, otherwise the metrics won't be accurate. They also send you the colors. I obviously went for the golden one. The gold, it's called Bionic Gold. And then of course you place the order and then you get your order very quickly. So I got my box of UltraHuman. This is the packaging. I'll put a B-roll for you to see the packaging properly so that you get an idea of what's included. It comes with the charging dock and then you get the instructions and the manual and everything. What you have to do next is download their app, which is also called UltraHuman, and then they give you steps to set up your ring. And after that, it takes a week to 14 days because the application needs data for a couple of weeks or couple of days to give you a accurate calculation of certain things. Now for me, what's been helpful is the sleep portion, especially because this is the part where all my doctors have told me that your body needs to rest, inflammation needs to go down, there are a lot of things that's associated with sleep. And over here it tells you everything about your sleep efficiency, the temperature, the restfulness, consistency. For example, for me, a lot of time the sleep efficiency and the restfulness is always messy, and then I had to work on it, and now it's become very, very consistent. So my score is actually pretty good, and this basically gives you the overall health of your sleep, the sleep hygiene, So mine currently is for example 75% to 80%, which is not bad. What also helped me is this dynamic recovery thingy where it tells you your resting heart rate, your temperature. It's basically everything together, your stress index, your resting heart rate, your sleep, and how it helps your body to recover better. What else is the movement, of course. This is very, very accurate because the ring is on your finger. You can constantly wear it. It's waterproof, so I also wear it during my showers and everything. Basically, it tells me everything, my activity in details. And this is the best part, so the stress rhythm. This is the part where it tells me whether I'm overstimulated or stimulated, stressed, or I'm at a normal zone, which I'm rarely at. I'm mostly either stimulated or stressed. And this is the part where it tells you what to do to actually get relaxed more. At the end of the week, it gives you a report where it tells you whether you are overly stressed or what you need to work on. Of course, you can add many other things. I have my periods tracking. I have my caffeine window, which is the time I need to stop taking caffeine, like for example 4 o'clock, or sometimes it's also 2 p.m., you know, so that this is calculated based on the time you fall asleep, your resting heart rate while sleeping, and a lot of other factors. So overall what it does is it tells you how to change your lifestyle, like, you know, like a lot of like small things which adds up and helps you, like especially a person like me who has issues, who faces issues. It's not like a really terrible thing or something that I'm going through, but I know that I need to work on my body, and this has been helping me a lot, which is why I've been wearing it every single day without fail. So this is the initial impression that I'm giving you about UltraHuman Air. This is the Air version. This is the newer one. There are many other rings out there, but the good thing about UltraHuman is that their app is not charged. Otherwise, usually you have to pay for the app. It's like a monthly fee, or you can pay it like yearly. In their case, there are some elements that are charged. Everything I showed you today, it was free of cost. I can also like put the thingy, the form. Wow, I'm so bad at this. But the sugar thingy, right? Like you put I'll put the picture for you what that is. I can also add that is charged, for example, because it's a third-party application, but it'll integrate into one report. The ring currently costs about $350, but you can get a 10% discount using my code. You can see that in the description box below. So that concludes the sponsored part of this video. Let me start with why you guys are here today and do some reviews for you guys. So I have a lot of perfumes waiting for me to be reviewed. I know because I like kind of went AWOL, I have like too many of them that's collected, and I will process them one by one. Process them. Wow, look at me using big words today. Let me start first with the Lattafas, because I know most of y'all are here for that. Let me start with the Khamrah, the new one. So this is the Khamrah Dukhan, and the box is exactly, the packaging is exactly like your usual Khamrah perfumes. You know, we have the original Khamrah, then we have the Khamrah Kahwa, and now we have Khamrah Dukhan. Dukhan literally means smoke, but we say Dukhan usually for incense. You know, when you burn the bakhur or Dukhan, that's what's Dukhan. When you open the box, that's how it looks. So it's like spicy, chili, kind of like chili as in not chili. It's like chili, like the spice. Now, you know, I already like all the Khamrahs. The OG Khamrah was beautiful. I wear it a lot during fall winter. I love the kahwa more because it had that kahwa note, which was very unique, and Lattafa was one of the first few people who actually did the kahwa note, right? I'll make a separate video comparing all the three. Should have probably done that first. Anyways, so this one, Khamrah Dukhan, is the same Khamrah DNA, but it has this spicy, a little smoky note. It retails for $35 in the UAE. It's a oriental perfume, oriental vanilla. On Fragrantica, it's got only 4. Don't know what's happening. I like it. It's supposed to smell like Crease Centaurus or Amouage Boundless. Like, I don't know about these perfumes, so I don't know. The top notes are mandarin, pimento, and smoked spices. So this is exactly how it opens. Mandarin, not so much. It's more like a little sweet citrus. But the pimento and smoked spices, this is what you smell. I mean, it's so spicy that your upper lip will burn if you touch your mouth to the strip, you know. So try not to touch the perfume to your lip. The good thing is that it doesn't smell like food, which is like very, very important. It just smells like smoked spices that's supposed to be in perfume. If you're familiar with the Khamrah DNA, you'll immediately detect the Khamrah DNA in it. What it smells like is a smoky, sweet, spicy gourmand. It is still a gourmand perfume because it does like have that dates, the praline, the tonka bean, you know, all these gourmand notes are still there in the base. But in the dry down, the spiciness like comes down quite a bit, and then it just settles down to a very, very, very smooth perfume. I really like this DNA because I like spicy perfumes. If you don't like spicy perfumes, this is not for you. But if you're a person like me who likes like the spicy edge to perfumes, because for me, this is a gourmand, but it has that spicy facet, which somehow makes it more wearable during like other weathers and not just stick to fall winter. Like I can pull this off in spring, summer evenings as well. What it smells like to me is more towards Khamrah Kahwa. Remove the kahwa note from that and add the spices. That's it. Smoky spices, sorry. Smoky chili spices. Top notes are mandarin, pimento, and smoked spices. Middle notes of cistus, orange flower, incense, and patchouli. And in the base, you have tobacco, amber, tonka bean, benzoin, and praline. I can barely smell the tobacco, to be honest with you. It might be there like a tinge, but like not really a prominent tobacco. What's weird is that I'm getting like a hint of like a cherry note as well. And this little hint of cherry and that little hint of tobacco is adding a little bit of mystery to the perfume, which is why I find this perfume a little interesting. It's not bland. It's not like blah, boring, you know. It'll give you like a nice feeling. Plus, I really like the bottle because it kind of encapsulates how the perfume smells like. And strangely enough, it does have that cherry color in it. Now, for everybody who might be thinking that this will smell like angel share, if you thought Khamrah smelled like angel share, then this will smell a bit like angel share too. If you thought Khamrah was not like angel share at all, you will know the difference, right? But yes, at the end of the day, it's an oriental vanilla perfume with added bits of these other notes. So the base is very, very familiar to that DNA. This is unisex. Probably slightly leading masculine, but honestly, like for me, this is like a very, very wearable perfume for a woman as well. Fall, winter, but can be worn, pulled off in spring, summer if it's not too hot. Otherwise, it'll be too sickly, sticky, sweet for you. The Middle Eastern vibe is there. It's mildly there. The projection is 2 to 3 feet. Longevity is 8 hours for sure. It stays. It dries down, becomes very sweet, smoky, slightly spicy gourmand in the end. And while that spiciness initially might bother some people, ultimately the dry down is gorgeous. For me, this is a 10 out of 10. It's beautiful. The celebrity I want to give this to is Finn Wittrock. I know I selected a dude, but you know what? Like, for me, like I would appreciate this more on Ali, but that won't stop me from wearing it and appreciating it. But like I'm associating it with a man for some reason. So take what you want with that, you know. The color perception is like a reddish brown. The temperature is hot. It actually smells hot. And the presence is bold, but not super bold, but it's bold for sure. Now let's move on to the next Lattafa. We are doing a lot of Lattafas today because I know like you guys want the reviews out for it. I don't know why my boxes are so dirty. Atheeri. The box is super cute and it has like this bee thingy, and obviously, like everybody, I also went into it thinking this is going to be a honey perfume, which I was looking forward to. That's the bottle. To some people this will be super tacky. For some people it'll invoke some phobias such as trypophobia. For me it does, to be honest with you. I don't like this bottle. It looks nice from afar, but if I pick it up it just gives me the, you know, the... So that's the bottle. You have the bee. It's pretty. Some of these holes are filled with honey, but apparently this is supposed to be the journey of a bee. In the morning she wakes up, or he wakes up, he I guess, and then moves around like a garden, and then what it like smells. For example, dew, the flowers, the grass, the leaves, you know, the chill, nice morning air, fresh air. That's what it's supposed to be. But because they went for this whole hive thingy with the bee, people just thought, and the color of the juice as well, it's like honey colored. So everybody thought it's going to be a honey perfume, and it has no honey at all. Let me tell you the notes. It's passion flower and dewdrop in the opening. Middle notes of orchid and jasmine, and the base notes of vanilla and amberwood. This is a floral gourmand, and on Fragrantica it's been getting good ratings. So right as of now it's got 4.8, which is excellent, right? It's compared to Lancome Hypnose, sort of, and more to Flora Gorgeous Orchid by Gucci, the yellow one, the yellow bottle. And I feel this is closer to that, but not exactly. I feel this is better, to be honest with you. Now, I like it. I really like it. I know I'll wear this a lot, okay? In Dubai Spring, which is not existent right now, but I will still wear it because this is a very springtime perfume. It's very easy to like, easy to grab, easy to just wear in any occasion. And I know like it'll be a perfume that a lot of people will like. Not calling it generic, but I'm calling it like a commercial perfume. It's a very nice floral gourmand that everybody will think. Gucci Flora range, you know how that is? It's a gorgeous soft floral. So the opening has the passion flower, which has like a little citrus element, but it's a soft floral and smells like a white floral. And then you have this dewdrop notes that you might be wondering, what is dewdrop? It just adds like this moist, clean kind of note. Think of how you would expect a dewdrop to smell. It's an imaginary note, so just imagine it. How you would think of a dewdrop to smell like in the morning. That's how it, like, that's the element it gives. Think of petals with dewdrop. In the middle, the orchid and jasmine, it adds weight to the perfume. So it doesn't smell like light and ethereal, it gives it a little weight. In the dry down, you have vanilla and amberwood. Amberwood is giving it like that sweet balsamic quality. also adding some weight, but the vanilla in this is very, very light. And the vanilla is constant throughout the perfume. Now, because of those balsams and everything, you do feel a little like of that honey vibe, but the honey note is not there. Like the traditional honey note in a perfume is not there. It doesn't have crazy projection or sillage, but it sits very pretty next to the skin, which is why I'm liking wearing this. I just wish this freaking bottle. I almost cussed. But no, the bottle I really don't like it to be. I'm being very honest with you. It just doesn't do it for me. So if you take one thing from this video, never trust the name and bottle of a Middle Eastern perfume. Just joking. Just joking. No, actually no, I'm not joking. It's true. So this is nothing to do with bee or honey or wax or anything like that. It is just a beautiful soft gourmand floral, which is amazing. I really like the perfume. Initially I'd given this an 8.5, but now I'm going to change my rating to a 9 out of 10. It's not wowing, but it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I will wear this and I'll wear this a lot. 10 out of 10 I would only give to a perfume that I know if I finish it, I'll buy it again. This one is a super feminine perfume. Like I can't imagine a man wearing this. Go for it if you want to wear it, but in traditional sense, it is a very feminine perfume. Spring, summer, for sure. There's no Middle Eastern vibe. You will find the projection to be a little weak, maybe like 1 to 2 feet. Longevity, I would say, is like 7 hours or so. It sits very close to the skin, so you can smell it for longer, but it will not project. So you do need to top yourself off throughout the day. The celebrity I chose for this was Caitlin Dever. Guys, I know I just come up with like random celebrities, but it's for me when I spray it, it's like the person that comes in mind. The person might not come in mind immediately or instantly, but ultimately like I'll think of that person when I think of a perfume. The color perception also I chose Morning Dew because it literally gives you that Morning Dew color. The temperature is neutral and the presence is mild. Next is another perfume I was like really excited to review. This is the Hawas Pink by Rasasi. Now everybody knows the OG Hawas was very well done. A lot of people liked it. I was not a huge fan of it. It's a nice perfume but not like obsessed with it. This is the gorgeous bottle of Hawas Pink. I really like this color, the bottle and everything because it literally tells you how the perfume smells like. This is a candy perfume, let's just call it that. Marshmallow candy perfume that has been trending of late, but it has the cinnamon, a lot of cinnamon touch to it. It almost smells like a cinnamon bubblegum. It also has a little bit of that aromatic thing going on in the back. I don't know what it is, where it's coming from. Let me just read the notes for you because maybe I have not clicked, something has not clicked in my mind, yeah? I don't know what it smells like. I'll be honest with you. I don't find this smelling like anything. All I can say is that it is following the candy trend right now, the marshmallow, cotton candy, that kind of trend. But it has like certain spices and aromatics, which is changing this perfume, making it a little bit more wearable, not smelling like actual candy. The top notes are Egyptian neroli, cinnamon and nutmeg. Heart notes of orange flower, tuberose and golden marshmallow. Base notes of cotton candy, vanilla and tonka bean. So yes, it does have that tonka bean, which kind of like deviates towards like a marzipan kind of note, that chemical kind of note, plus that tuberose. These two things together gives it that bubblegum vibe. But you have that cinnamon and nutmeg, which are there very strongly. It's present. The presence is like presencing. Sorry, what am I saying? The presence is presencing. You know what I'm saying, right? Now, I had gone for the launch event of this perfume, right? They did not give me this perfume. They had given me the Hawas Fire. I have no idea why. Because Hawas Fire is clearly for men and this one is for women. But they were like randomly assigning perfumes and I got that one. I'm glad I did because I do like that one as well and I'm going to review that soon as well for you. But Hawas Pink, I purchased with my own money. I bought it for $48 for 100 ml. You guys know me already now, by now, hopefully, that even if I get PR or if I get gifted something or if I'm paid for it, I always mention to the brands that, guys, I'll be very honest about, are you okay with that? They're always mostly okay with it. So I'm going to give you my honest opinion about this perfume. It's a 9 out of 10. I really like it. I really do like it. Now the thing is, why 9 out of 10, not 10 out of 10? Because I might get like tired of candy perfumes after some time and be like, okay, let me not. But because it has that spicy nutmeg and cinnamon is just making the perfume smell so much better. So the opening, of course, like spicy, candy, very slightly citrus because of that neroli. It has like a little sharp greenness as well in the opening, but then it settles down to a nice, beautiful, bubblegummy, white floral perfume with hints of spices. Think of it being a bubblegum scent with sophistication, if that makes sense. You know, it's not like your person is chewing the gum like making that noise. You know, it's a person who's chewing the gum like nicely, like elegantly, if that makes sense. You know, it just smells very, very nice. I really like this perfume. You might ask me to compare this to Kayali. No, it does not smell like that perfume at all. I think it's feminine, but a guy can pull this off if they want because it has that spicy element. It's spring, summer, daytime for sure. No Middle Eastern vibe. Projection, I would say, is like 2 feet. Longevity is very, very decent. It's 8 hours at least. You know, the cinnamon and that sweetness will always stay on your skin till you wash it off. And the celebrity I want to give this to was Sadie Sink. She's youthful, but she has this maturity about her. I thought this perfume was very apt for her. The color I've chosen for this is a cinnamon rose. I'll put the picture over here so that you can understand what the kind of feeling it invokes in me. The temperature is warm for sure because of that cinnamon. It gives a little bit of warmth, and the presence is moderate. It's not mild or it's not bold. It's like somewhere in between. So people will definitely smell your presence around them. Today I have 2 perfumes from Paris Corner that people have been requesting for. It's the Molten Caramel and the Date Caramel. Yes, following the trend of caramel perfumes and date perfumes, but in a good way. So they both have like the same packaging, just one is darker and the other one is lighter. So this one is like a milky caramel, this one is your sticky dates kind of perfume. And that's how the 2 bottles look like. They're so cute. They're very heavy, by the way. Like actual workout strength, you know. But let's start with the Molten Caramel first because this one is like a little mellow compared to the other one. So people are comparing this to Sol de Janeiro, Sol de Janeiro, whatever it is. Sol de Janeiro's Janeiro, Cheriosa 71. Something similar to it because it smells like popcorn, but to my nose this smells more like the Let the Good Times Roll by Lush. The opening is very, very, very warm and super gourmand. So this one has got Fragrantica rating of 4. This is only for $25 in the UAE for 100 ml. The top notes are white chocolate, heart notes of milky notes and caramel, and the base notes of brown sugar, vanilla and praline. This is exactly how it smells like. Take a pot, melt the white chocolate, add some milk to it, add caramel to it, and then add some brown sugar, vanilla essence and praline. My god, that's exactly how it smells like. So, you know the note structure that they've presented? You know the notes always tell you a story. It's not necessary they've added all these ingredients to make the perfumes. The perfumes are created with like chemicals and your materials or raw materials, right? And then this notes is like a story they tell you to make you understand how it smells, like the journey from top, middle to base. Not necessarily these notes are actually there in the perfume. They created a very good story because you can actually smell all these notes in it. It smells like the milk actually just finished boiling and then you added all these ingredients to it and now it's resting. And you know how your kitchen would smell like with that scent? It smells like that. Some people might think it smells more milky. Some people might smell like it smells more like Biscoff. I think it's like in between, but it does smell like Biscoff and milk together somehow, you know. So I hope it's making sense to you when I'm trying to explain to you how it smells like. It's very edible, it's very realistic. So you must love realistic gourmands to appreciate this perfume. But it's very wearable. You know, for some people, certain gourmands are not wearable. This one is. Just try the Lush Let the Good Times Roll or the Cheriosa 71. If you like it, if you appreciate that, you will like this one as well. To my nose, it does not smell too much like a popcorn note, yeah? Although people are saying, so take my review with a grain of salt because I know a lot of people are getting that popcorn note in it. I am not. It's more like salted caramel to me and not popcorn. This to me, feminine, fall winter for sure. No Middle Eastern vibe. Projection I would say is like 2 feet. It doesn't project too much, and don't go crazy with the sprays on this because it'll choke you out. The longevity is about 6 to 7 hours. It dies down a lot and then it just becomes like a very lactonic sweet scent on your skin. My rating for this is an 8 out of 10. It's a good perfume, but will I get like a lot of use for it and will I like wear it all the time? No, because it's summer right now, first of all. And then secondly, maybe I will use this for layering to add that caramelly, milky goodness to other perfumes during fall winter. I could not associate any celebrity to this. So if you can think of somebody, let me know, or a character that you can think of, let me know. The color I have chosen for this is the Biscoff color. The biscuit color, not the Biscoff color, sorry, the biscuit color. The temperature is warm somehow because it gives you that feeling of warmth, coziness and everything. And the presence is moderate. It's not mild, it's not too bold, but it's moderate. That's why I'm telling you, if you spray like a couple of sprays, you'll be fine. If you overspray, you'll choke yourself out. Now last but not the least is the date caramel. That's the bottle, that's the cap. And this one smells very similar to sticky dates. Now, if you want to compare this to the vanilla toffee, the Swiss Arabian doesn't smell like that at all. Some element of it because of the sticky dates, but this smells to my nose exactly like sticky dates by Lush. Sometimes I do good things in life, so I have the sticky dates over here with me. Yeah, it's almost the same. Like the sticky dates is more sticky. This one is less sticky, but it'll give you the same feeling. It'll give you the same feeling after you've washed yourself with sticky dates. Very good for layering. You can actually layer this one with this one to make it a little bit more creamy and milky instead of being very sticky and strong. If you know the sticky dates, you know how it smells like, right? Now, I am not very fond of sticky dates. If you are, you're going to absolutely love this perfume. I am not very fond of this. That's why this is still packed and the other small one is still being used. Plus, like, this is something I usually shower with during fall winter, or if I'm feeling very cold at home because the AC is on full blast or something, I will shower with this. But usually I don't gravitate towards perfume that smell sticky. Now, to everybody who don't know how sticky dates smells like, this smells like dates. It smells like that sticky toffee. What's it called? Is it called sticky toffee? Sticky toffee pudding. It's called sticky toffee pudding. It smells like that. It's so close to it. Like, think of how the sticky... Okay, now if you don't know how that smells like as well, I don't know how to explain it to you. Okay, top notes. Dates, orange and coffee. I can barely smell the orange in here, to be honest with you. It's more like orange rind and just like a hint of it. And again, it smells like something that you eat. It's edible. So you have dates, you have your sprinkle of coffee. The coffee is dark roast, it's dark blend, but it's not milky coffee. Then you have your caramel, sugar and benzoin. And then you have your sandalwood, vanilla and amber. It smells exactly. Again, the story they've told with the notes is amazing. This is how it smells like. Again, a very realistic gourmand, but this one can get a little cloying. So be, again, very careful. You cannot shower with this and then douse yourself with this and expect yourself and people around you not to collapse, you will collapse. For me, this is a 7 out of 10. I like it. I will wear it once in a while, maybe in fall, winter. But this is just not a kind of perfume I gravitate towards, which is why I realized maybe the vanilla toffee also I was not very fond of. Okay, let's not talk about that one actually. But this is still wearable for me. Yeah, let's just say that. But it's a 7 out of 10. Again, I could not associate any celebrity to this because, when it comes to very realistic gourmands, I don't know how to, like, the only person that comes to my mind is Martha Stewart. I know that's not right to say, but that's the only thing I can think of, and I don't want to always associate every single gourmand with Martha Stewart or Amy Schumer or somebody like that. That's just not right, So the color association, however, is a dark brown. This is very apt, the color they have chosen. It's very not chocolate brown, but this coffee brown kind of color. The temperature is warm and the presence of this is bold, like very bold. So be careful with your sprays. I think one spray gives you a nice, because when you smell this in the air, it smells delicious. But if you stick your nose to whatever you've sprayed it on, or if you initially smell the sprays that you've put on yourself, it'll overwhelm you. It is that little whiffs of this perfume in the air that makes it special. That's what people like about the Lush as well. That's why you shower with it and allow the perfume to settle into your skin, and then the warmth of your skin starts giving off that perfume. Same with this one. So try and use like just 1 or 2 sprays, not more than that, and you'll love the perfume. However, if you love sticky dates, you're going to be like obsessed with this perfume. So that's it for today, guys. I know I probably have recorded loads and loads of, because I've lost touch again. When I come back, I'm like, I talk a little more, I think I speak faster when I come back. It's just something weird I do. I fumble a lot, I stutter a lot, I use filler words a lot, like things like that. I know people like get offended by that. Please, I'm very sorry. It's just my anxiety. It's just my health. Please, you know, just like bear with me. You know, I really try hard to be as fluent as possible. English is not my first language. Okay, it kind of is because I do speak English all the time, but it's not my mother tongue. You know, it's not like we grew up like came out of my mother's womb and I was like speaking in English, like, you know, no, not like Stewie or something. So just bear with me, yeah? Let me stop this video at this point because I'll just keep rambling. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye!